Hey, Midwest Picker here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dave. I'm a part-time YouTube content creator. I'm a part-time reseller, and this is a what sold on eBay video. I'm also a full-time nurse, full-time father, full-time husband. Got Joey here. He's a full-time nothing because he has no hands. You got Enoch up here watching over us. So if you are new to reselling, this video will help you source the right items. One of the biggest learning curves for new resellers, regardless of the platform, what do I buy? Because you don't want to spend time and money, especially, on stuff that just doesn't sell. So I tell you in these videos what I bought, where I sourced it, what I paid for it, and what it sold for, and then if I remember how it shipped. So I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, which happens to be one of my favorite movies, but I don't just brag about my home runs and say, hey, you can make $10,000 a day selling on eBay. I'm not that kind of guy. I'll tell you if I bought something and it was horrible. A couple videos back, I broke even or lost money on an item. And then I'll tell you if I did well on an item, which items take 2 years to sell. So if you see them out in the wild at a garage sale, or an auction or a flea market, you'll be like, I remember Midwest Picker said it took them 2 years to sell that, and you might pass on it or you might buy it. So that's what this video is all about. So today is Monday, September 22. Yesterday was Sunday. I had my second live where it was my live. I participate in other people's live streams. Well, this was my very own live stream, my second one, and it was great. We had a great time, lots of laughs. Talked about this paper here. So I got this ephemera from Nana Tink Treasures. I'll put a link down below. You should check out her channel. She's very active. I think it's every Thursday night she goes live with Victoria, and they do game shows and they do giveaways. Just way too generous. And I won this ephemera giveaway, and off camera here I got this huge envelope just packed full of paper, and I showed off what I got last night on my live, so we had a good time with that. So there was the story of meat animals. It's like a little kid's coloring book about the history of butchering animals for meat. Now, if you're a farmer, or you're like me, I used to be a meat cutter for 7 years, this is like no big deal. It's like totally normal. Other people might think it's odd, weird, macabre, whatever. I don't care, because if it's considered weird and strange, it will sell really well. So this is a great item to put on eBay. If you see anything like this in a garage sale or flea market or whatever, anything strange or unusual, this is like probably 1960s, so they didn't think it was weird back then, but today, people might consider this kind of odd. This will sell really fast. I have to decide if I'm going to keep it or sell it, though. The other item I'm not selling, and don't ask because you can't have it, is this is what I would say is 1950s, maybe late 40s, early 50s, space puppets. I'll put that up there. That'll make a great thumbnail. Space puppets. So yeah, we had a good time with that. That's very weird. That's going to be framed up and will be in the eBay office as part of my decor. As you probably noticed, my decor is a little unusual. It's a little weird, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with weird. Opposite of weird is boring, and I try not to be boring, because why would you be here if I was boring? So let's get into what sold on eBay. The first item is this Tyco HO gauge train. I call it a transformer, but they call it a power pack. This is vintage 1970s, still brand new in the box, never used. These are kind of hard to find. You will find some on eBay, but the majority are used ones. This was $24.95. I had a sale, and I put it on sale for $22.45, and it sold immediately. Priority mail shipping on top. Cost of goods was free. I inherited 2 giant boxes of train stuff from my dad. He didn't want it. He said, here, take this. Take it with you. I've had it in the garage for, I don't know, a couple years, 4 years. Mrs. Midwest said, well, we got to clean this garage. What are you going to do with all this stuff? And I said, hold the train. Pun intended. I'll sell it on eBay. Don't throw it away. So there you go. Next one I call a whoopsie. This is 2 vintage John Deere pocket notebooks. I got these at the Burley Park. I got these at Burley Park, the flea market they had there. I made a video on that. It was a Labor Day. I got this paper grocery bag full of ephemera, just packed. Maps, 8x10 black and white photos, you name it, Girl Scout patches. We don't even know what's in there. The seller didn't know. I didn't know. It was just a big pile, and he said, just give me 20 bucks. I think the thumbnail says, I can't believe he only wanted $20 for all of this, something like that. So these were in there. I did deodorize these because they had that, you know, old paper smell. So they smell great. They look great. A little bit of writing in one of them, but basically inside where you write your notes was blank. A little bit of damage, not bad. Put them up within an hour, bam, gone. It was like, whoops. So I probably listed them too low. Together I listed them for $24.95 and they sold in an hour. Lesson learned, if you're new to reselling, that's probably a sign you sold them too cheap. I probably should have started $34.95, let it simmer for a couple weeks, and then turn on best offers. I probably would have gotten an offer for about $28 to $30, but oh well. I would rather sell it quick like that and learn a lesson than have it sit on my eBay store for 2 years and not sell. Impossible to say cost of goods because it was an entire bag of stuff for 20 bucks. Way more than 20 items, probably 40 items, 50 items. So if I had to estimate cost of goods, 50 cents a piece, so about $1 into $24.95. This next one is a dud. Oh man, was this bad. So retail arbitrage, probably over 2 years ago, there was a local store, like a family farm and home or something like that, where they sell a lot of outdoor equipment, stuff that farmers would be interested in. You know, animal feed, Carhartt clothing, tools, fishing gear, you know, kayaks, all that kind of stuff. Just a hodgepodge of everything. Well, they had a clearance table just covered in stuff, 80% off all of this stuff, and my eyes just lit up like, woohoo, 80% off. I kind of like that. So I went right over there, and I bought all different stuff. Some dog collars, some expensive stuff, some cheap, and they had these kerosene heater wicks, which came in all different sizes, so that was probably my first warning. I shouldn't have bought them. And I don't know what I paid for them, maybe $1 a piece, maybe $2, I don't know. But they're worth like $9 to $15 each, and they sell better in the fall and winter. So anyways, I bought 4 or 5 of these things, put them up on eBay, and nothing. It was crickets. Literally crickets. And I didn't know what to do with them. I took them off my eBay store, put them back on the eBay store. They are seasonal. Took them off in the summer, put them back on the fall. Then I had this sale. I had it listed for $9.95. I put them on sale. Boom, sold like within the hour. So sales are awesome. Now this last sale, I went a little crazy. Went 20% off. Typically I'll go 10, 15, 5, whatever. But if you run a short sale, like a 7-day sale, it does help move stuff. If you have slow moving stock, put it on a short sale, like 5 to 7 days. And every time I do that, I have sales, 2 or 3 a day. This one is my home run. So these were trach ties. So I went to my Honey Hole secret thrift store that I'm not going to tell anybody about. And I always go to their medical supplies. Usually it's adult briefs and things that are big and bulky, and I just don't want to ship it. It almost costs more to ship it than what the item costs. So I kind of ignore that stuff. But anything small that you can sell on eBay, I buy it and I grab it. So I saw these trach ties. Now these trach ties are for holding a tracheostomy tube to a patient's neck so it doesn't move around. It's just foam, goes around their neck like a choker, like a collar. And they're disposable. If they get soiled, you just throw them away. But they're nice, very comfortable, very soft and spongy. The best part is they're super lightweight. And they had 3 boxes of 10. 1 box was missing 2, no big deal. They wanted $1 a box. So I got these 3 boxes for $3. Got them home. You have to count them. Don't ever assume when you buy an open box item that says 10 that there's 10. Because 1 box only had 8. So I ended up with 28 trach ties. I thought, you know what? I could list these 10, 10, and 8. I could list one trach tie. That would be kind of dumb. That would be like $2 for one, but 28 available. I'm not going to do that. So I just made a big pile of them in my photo box or my light box over there, and I just sold them as a giant lot. So I listed them for $55.95 for 28 trach ties. And if that sounds like a lot of money, it's actually below retail value. Other ones were, if you look on eBay, like 10 at a time or 20 or 5 or whatever, they're priced pretty high. So I undercut the competition and put the price, you know, reasonable, probably below retail. And I did get a lot of views and a couple watchers, but nobody pulled the trigger on them until I put them on sale. I put them on sale 20% off, and then somebody sent me an offer for 30 bucks. And I thought, okay, that's way lower than what I'm asking, but I paid $3. So I can turn $3 into 30 and they're paying the shipping. Why not? Nobody else is sending me an offer, so I took it. So to me, even though the offer was way lower than my asking price, and you know, it was lower than the sale price, I don't care. I just wanted to move this stuff. So $3 into 30 bucks, I call that a home run. Next up is birds. I finally sold some birds. So the long story short, I purchased these crafting birds on an online auction, curbside pickup. And they're just these 4 little birds in a package, but I won like 48 packages. And it was like, I don't know, $5 or something for all 48. And these are just little birds with wire feet. So if you make a craft, say like a decorative birdhouse or a decorative plant, you can attach these birds with their little wire feet and just add little black birds to your project. Now, crafting supplies do sell, and they sell well, but these were very slow. This was, I don't know, how many months ago? 4 months ago, 6 months ago that I bought these. These are the first ones that finally sold. I listed these for $9.95, put them on sale, and then somebody sent me an offer for $6. I thought, why not? I got to start moving these things. So that's another thing. If you want to move slow inventory, put it on sale, but don't be surprised if you're going to get offers, because people will do that. So I thought, you know, people would be happy with the sale price, and that's true. I have sold some things on sale with no offers, but then when things go on sale, it's just weird. People will start sending you offers. So yeah, why not? My cost of goods is like, I don't know, 10 cents a pack, so I'll take $6 all day long. Next is this Latch. I paid 25 cents for like 4 of these. Put them on my eBay store, priced them competitively, shipping on top, no movement at all. They just kind of sat there. Put it on sale, boom, it sold. $12.76 plus shipping on top. Last item is my yarn. So the same online auction where I got the birds, I got 3 bundles of 4, so like 12 bundles total of this really cool yarn. So I put them on eBay, 4 at a time at a lot of 4 for $19.99 plus shipping on top. Now yarn seems really light. You see cats playing with a little ball of yarn. It looks light and fluffy. Well, actually it's heavier than you think. When you bundle 4 together, it goes over a pound. So I shipped it priority mail. You just have to do that. I could have bundled 2 at a time and went first class, but I thought, you know what? Instead of 2 for $8 or $9, why not do 4 for $19.95? Now, these sold in a special way. I participated in Dominic's Cha-Ching-a-thon. So if you don't know what that is, go to Primetime Treasure Hunter's channel. I'll put a picture and a link down below. He holds live events, anything from thrift battles to Cha-Ching-a-thons to interviews, you name it, he does it. So I was watching his Cha-Ching-a-thon. I wasn't participating. You have to go and watch the replay and read the rules. And just out of the blue, he picked a random or several random people to participate, and he picked me. I was thrilled.
And the person who has the challenge item here is Dave, the Midwest Picker. Enoch sent me a text message, and Joey typed one out with his nose, Dave, and told me that I had to put your item up. So I'm putting you up. Thank you very much for all your support and everything. I can't put everyone up. I have to pick somebody. So I went with Dave this time. He's never been up for this before. So here we go. If Dave sells something here, maybe I'll show up on his what's sold video one day. So, so these are premier yarns. I've seen a lot of people selling these yarns, a lot of crafters like Starbella Ribbon, yarn, Happy Pinks. It's a lot of 4. So you could buy 1 lot. So I guess he has 2 lots of 4. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Dave, or confirm. 2 lots of 4. 100% acrylic. You can get 1 lot of 4 for $19.99. You could get 2 for $17.99, or 3 or more for $16.99. Again, that's my assumption, is that there are lots of 4. But Dave, please clarify if if it's an individual one that's that price, but I think it's the lot because that's what you said. It's a lot. So here we go. Get a little close up on it. I'm going to go down in the chat in a moment just to make sure I've got this right in terms of what I'm saying. And they're brand new, so there's not much else to say about it beyond that. 33 yards each. They weigh 3.5 ounces each. Super bulky. Those are the actual items. They're not stock photos. And there's $9.99 expedited shipping, so that's important to factor in as well. And see what Dave says here. Dave, yes. So Dave's right. So that is a lot of 4. So if you purchase one, you are buying a lot. Dave, listen, you really got to thank Joey and Enoch for this one, because if it wasn't for them, this would not have happened. I'm telling you. Enoch started sending me all these crystal messages and stuff and making all this weird music and sounds, and I don't know. It's just, you never know with Enoch. So that's a little Land of the Lost reference for people who don't know. But anyway, so there we go. Those are the 2 sets of items. Brian, if you sell it first, let me know. Dave, if you sell it first, you are going to let me know, and then that will decide who goes on to the next round.
So he picked my yarn. He had it up there on the screen, sharing his screen. I was just flabbergasted. So he put that in the contest. I didn't win the contest, but I still sold the yarn to a viewer in the chat. So it was really cool. So he does that a lot of times to help promote sales. His Facebook page, Support That Seller Sunday, generates huge sales for people. And I was the recipient of that one time. And I had, I don't know, $450 in sales. $275 in sales, something like that. It was nuts. Between that and the Cha-Ching-a-thon and the thrift battle, gives you exposure to people for your eBay store or whatever platform. So that's really cool. Very generous of him to do that. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work. I'm just part-time. He claims he's part-time, but he's really not. He's got 2 full-time jobs. But just making this video that you're watching right here will be about 3 hours of my time shooting it and then editing and then uploading it. So, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I don't do videos often, probably every 3 or 4 days, and he does like a video every single day. So do the math and figure out how much time he's putting into this so-called hobby of his. 2 full-time jobs, not easy to do. So anyways, the yarn sold. I was thrilled, and I sent that out. If you see yarn out in the wild, make sure you get it at a decent price. A bundle that's new in the package, if you can get it for $1, maybe $2, it's worth picking up. It does sell well. During the public health emergency, people are either stuck at home or they prefer to be at home. So they are picking up hobbies, crafting, knitting, painting. There's a painting right there. Whatever the hobby is, they're doing it, and this stuff does sell. So a big thank you to Dominic for including me in the Cha-Ching-a-thon. I appreciate that very much. And if this is your first time to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way when I upload a new video or go live, you'll get a notification. I'm thinking about going live every Sunday night from, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to consult with Mrs. Midwest to see if that's going to work out with our schedule. Great way to get hours. So if you're a YouTube content creator and you're trying to get subscribers and you're trying to get your hours, consider doing live videos on a regular schedule. It does help build your channel and get your hours. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps me too. And I love answering questions. If you have any questions at all, put your questions down in the comments. You can email me. My email is linked down below. You can follow me on Instagram and send me a private message. You go to MidwestPicker.com and it links everything I do. Easy peasy. No last words from Joey. He's speechless. Enoch, he's pretty quiet. I think he's getting shy. I don't know. You can see Enaman right there. Kevin, Commonwealth Picker and Flipper. I got that from him. So that's it, guys. Now I'm starting to ramble, so I know the video is over. We'll see you next time.